Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks enjoyed your weekend, and I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Monday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That also includes my featured National Day holiday. But that does include my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the remainder of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Monday night as I begin my National Day calendar segment. And of course, in case you guys have nearly almost forgot, today of course is Columbus Day. And I'm going to be giving you, because I did mention a few times in my videos from last week that today would be that this coming Monday, October 14th, which just happened to be today, is Columbus Day. And of course, each year on the second Monday in October is Columbus Day. I'm going to give you the background and history of this particular holiday and what it means. Each year on the second Monday in October, excuse me, each year on the second Monday in October, Columbus Day is observed Each year on the second Monday in October, Columbus Day is observed in the United States. Each year on the second Monday in October, Columbus Day is observed in the United States. The day signifies Christopher Columbus's arrival to America on October 12, 1492. Christopher Columbus was long given credit for discovering North America. However, long before Columbus was born, Leif Erikson landed on these shores. The Italian-born explorer did sail across the Atlantic, though more than once. In fact, he made 4 transatlantic voyages. His first was in 1492. Hence the rhyme, quote, in 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, end quote. During the 1492 expedition, Columbus was looking for Asia. He and his crew landed their 3 ships somewhere near the modern-day Bahamas. While he may not have discovered an already populated continent, he did spur further exploration and colonization of North America. Here's the history behind Columbus Day. Colorado first observed Columbus Day in 1906 as it became an official state holiday. More and more people in states began to recognize the observance. In 1937, Columbus Day became a federal holiday in the United States. Many instances of people observing Columbus's voyage exist since the colonial period. In 1792, celebrations recognizing the 300th anniversary of his landing in the New World took place in New York City and other U.S. cities. President Benjamin Harrison called upon the people of the United States to join in the celebration of Columbus on the 400th anniversary of the event. During the anniversary of 1892, teachers, preachers, poets, and politicians used today to teach ideals of patriotism. These patriotic teachings were framed around things of support for war, citizenship boundaries, the importance of loyalty to the nation, and celebrating social progress. In 1970, Columbus Day was changed to the current observance on the second Monday in October. So if you look, so always remember each year on the second Monday in October is Columbus Day. So now here's a little more info to you guys in reference to Columbus Day. Columbus Day is a national holiday in many countries of the Americas and elsewhere, and a federal holiday in the United States, which officially celebrates the anniversary of Christopher Columbus's arrival in the Americas. He went ashore at Guanahani, an island in the Bahamas, on October 12, 1492. On his return in 1493, he moved his coastal base of operations 70 miles east of the island of Hispaniola, what is now the Dominican Republic, and established the settlement of La Isabela, the first permanent Spanish settlement in the Americas. Columbus was an Italian explorer from Genoa who led a Spanish maritime expedition to cross the Atlantic Ocean in search of an alternative route to the Far East, only to land in the New World. His first voyage to the New World was made on the Spanish ships the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and took about 3 months. The crew's arrival in the New World initiated the colonization of the Americas by Spain, followed in the ensuing centuries by other European powers, as well as the transfer of plants, animals, culture, human populations, and technology between the New and Old worlds, an event referred to by some late 20th century historians as the Columbian Exchange. The landing is celebrated as Columbus Day in the United States, but the name varies internationally. In some Latin American countries, October 12th is known as Dia de la Raza, or Day of the Race. This was the case for Mexico until it renamed it to Day of the Pluricultural Nation, still called Dia de la Raza locally. Some countries such as Spain refer to the holiday as the Day of Hispanicity, or Dia de la Hispanidad, and is also Spain's national day, or Fiesta Nación de Español, where it coincides with the religious festivity of La Virgen del Pilar. Since 2009, Peru has celebrated Dia de los Pueblos, which you have your Dia de los Intercultural, or translating in English, Indigenous Peoples and Intercultural Dialogue Day. Belize and Uruguay celebrate as Pan American Day and Dia de las Americas, or Day of the Americas. The day is also commemorated in Italy as Giorno Nazionale di Cristoforo Colombo, Festa Nazionale di Cristoforo Colombo, and in the little Italy's around the world. I did not pronounce foreign language all that properly well. So that's what we know about Columbus Day. Always the second Monday. Always observe the second Monday in October. Not only that, today also was National. Not only that, but today also was National Dessert Day. People around the century each year on this day, people around the country indulge on National Dessert Day. Celebrated by way of the local bakery, Grandma's House of Chocolate Shop, desserts include candies, pies, ice cream, fruits, cookies, pastries, cobblers, and donuts, and also donuts, as well as cakes and cheesecakes. You name it, it's all dessert. The available ingredients affect the range of desserts made in each region. The very first desserts require minimal effort or preparation, since ancient cultures were more focused on the nutrition and foods to survive. Over the years, desserts have changed from national. The available ingredients affect the range of desserts made in each region. The very first desserts require minimal effort or preparation, since ancient cultures were more focused on the nutrition and foods to survive. Over the years, desserts have changed from natural candies and nuts to complex soufflés and multi-layered cakes. In modern culture, there are many more options available in desserts. Throughout the year, we see seasonal delights. As we near the holiday season, the flavors change. For some, the taste of gingerbread or fruitcake may come to mind. Others will pull out recipes handed down for generations. Pecan, pumpkin, and apple pies come to mind. Other rich desserts round out the dessert table too. Flan, tarts, and everything with maple glaze. Today's been an excellent day to order dessert first. This day has been an excellent day to order dessert first. This day has been an excellent day to order dessert first. Whether you go out to your favorite bakery, whip up something delicious at home, share your celebrations with others. Give a shout out to your favorite baker or share your go-to recipe. What's your favorite dessert? Pie, cake, or something in between? Post photos on social media using hashtag National Dessert Day. And of course, with the spell, like pumpkin cupcake or pumpkin pie are popular desserts eaten this time of year, like apple pie, or with the smell of pumpkin spice this time of year. In 2019, here's some facts about desserts. In 2019, Americans spent $6 billion on ice cream. America loves its cakes, pies, and ice cream, but it also loves cookies and donuts and even cupcakes. So this day has been totally about celebrating the desserts. One way of satisfying the sweet tooth. Of course, today, would have been starting off the week with a little cheat day. So, not only was today Columbus Day and National Dessert Day, today also was National Online Bank Day, National Kick Butt Day, Native American Day, National Real Sugar Day, Be Bald and Be Free Day. About what I said about kick butt, I mean, I was not to offend anyone. It's usually a I know I didn't use. I'm not to offend, not to offend anyone, but it was just maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud to get y'all's attention. But anyway, not only was today Columbus, I'll skip that where it says, like the KB word. I'll leave that out. Not only was today Columbus Day, today also was National Dessert Day, National Online Bank Day, Native American Day, National Real Sugar Day. Also today was Be Bald and Be Free Day. And now here are following our famous birthdays they have celebrated the birthdays here on this Monday. And some here are famous people, our famous people that celebrated birthdays earlier today. Today, R&B singer Usher turns 46. Pop singer Ryder Tully turns. Today, R&B singer Usher turns 46. Pop singer Ryder Tully turns 15. TV actress Rowan Blanchard turns 23. Business executive Charlie Kirk turns 31. Race car driver Arthur Leclerc turns 24. Reality star Nicole Jackie turns 27. Hockey player Quinn Hughes turns 25. Dancer Jensen Arnold turns 27. NFL player Jared Goff turns 30. Fashion designer Ralph Lauren turns 85. TV actor Grant Feely turns 13. TV actor Mason McNulty turns 19. Reality star Christine Quinn turns 36. Radio host Stephen A. Smith turns 57. Rapper Shaggy to Dope turns 50. I'm not sure if any of you ever heard of him. Pop singer Cliff Richard turns 80. And pop singer Cliff Richard turns 84. TV actor Max Stereo turns 36. Rapper Lil XXL turns 24. Comedian Jay Ferrora turns 37. And soccer player Alex Scott turns 40. So, and also for those that we continue to rest in peace. And also today George Floyd would have turned 51. And also former U.S. President Dwight Eisenhower would have turned 134. So those are the following famous Americans that have celebrated their birthdays on this day, Monday, October 14th. And of course, let's get to it with your weather. So our weather here locally now. I think you're gonna like the now. What I have set up for your weather is that I think you're gonna like the forecast. So I think you're gonna. So if you've been long waiting for fall-like temperatures to finally arrive, the coolest era of the season is on the way. For those now, are any of you guys ready for this? Are any of you guys ready finally to see 40s and 50s? So looks like as we go into this week, finally some fall-like temperature, some fall-like weather is coming. Some of the coolest era of the season arrives. Excuse me, this week. And I do have nighttime lows in the 40s. Some of the coolest temperatures we've seen since April, and I'll get to that in a few minutes as I get to my forecast in a few minutes from now. But first, the entire weekend. If you notice how extremely hot it got in Shreveport yesterday, officially in Shreveport, the high temperature Sunday, October, the high temperature in Shreveport, the official high temperature in Shreveport on Sunday, October 13th, 2024, that was yesterday, was 98 degrees. 98 degrees was the high temperature in Shreveport on yesterday's date, Sunday, October 13th. That we easily broke the record by 6 degrees. The old record was 92 degrees. The new record is 98. So October 3rd. So we broke the old record high temperature of 92. So and also that also ties the second all-time hottest temperature ever recorded in the month of October. The all-time hottest temperature the hottest it would ever get in October is 99 degrees. But now it's another question. Have we ever hit 100 degrees on any day in the month of October? Have we ever hit 100 degrees on any day throughout the month of October? Answer to that question would honestly be no. The old record was 92, set on the day back in 1963. Yesterday's high temperature was 98, but thank goodness, thanks to a cold front that came through temperature. So that all of this is the reason for the unusual warmth is due to ongoing continuously dry conditions, lack of rainfall, and of course we desperately do need some rainfall. It has now been 19 days. It has now been 19 days and counting since Shreveport last received any rain. So it has now been 19 days since we last saw any rain here in Shreveport. So far in the month of October, we still have yet to receive a drop of rain, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like that we have much of any way on the way as far as rain. At least what the next week is raining. But for those of you who like cooler temperatures, finally they are coming. So we're finally going to be experiencing our first true taste of fall. I did tell you guys last week that we would be in for some serious fall weather, but guess what? It's finally coming. So some of the coolest air we've seen at least since April. For some folks across the area since March. So we last had lows in the Shreveport last had a low temperature in the 40s back in April. And if I'm not mistaken, that would be April 22nd. It would be like around the beginning of April. And also the last time Shreveport had 30s was, if I'm not mistaken, that was way back on March 19th. So it's been since this is some of the coolest air. It's been since the spring, since the early part of this year, since looking back the early part of the year back in the spring. So I just thought I'd get that to his attention about the unusual hot temperatures we've seen this weekend. It's due to a stubborn ridge of high pressure, the soils are rapidly, dry soils. Vegetation is completely drying out, lack of rainfall, and also that lets us know that we officially have a burn ban in effect across Caddo Parish. So as the cooler and dry conditions continue, burn bans are being hoisted across the region. Here's a map of the known burn bans across the 4-state area. So, fortunately, so, so, unfortunately, the only the only parish across the entire state of Louisiana is under burn ban. Caddo Parish is currently under burn ban until further notice, until we receive significant rainfall. So elsewhere, we see a few southwestern Arkansas counties and also a few East Texas counties are under burn ban. So, and it is no surprise that more parts of the area will be added to the burn ban list until we see the return of significant widespread rains, which we desperately need. So, of course, you see your counties in Arkansas. That does include Miller County. Texarkana, Arkansas is the county seat of Miller County in southwest Arkansas. So what you see, Caddo Parish is listed under the burn ban. We have no burn bans across Oklahoma. And also there's a burn ban across Harrison, Marion, Panola, Smith, and Cherokee counties in Texas. So again, about seven counties are under burn bans in southwest Arkansas. One parish in Louisiana, that's a Caddo Parish is the lone parish across the entire state of Louisiana that's under burn ban at this point. And also there are 5 counties in East Texas that are currently under burn bans. The ban is effective immediately and shall remain in force until the state or county or parish officials determine conditions are safe enough to lift restrictions. So here's some preparedness actions here. Outdoor burning is prohibited. Now, I think I did tell you guys this in my weekend video Saturday night. Outdoor burning is prohibited or limited across the county or parish. So please refer to state or county parish order for additional restrictions and instructions. So, so right now, even if any county or parish is not under burn ban, still use precautions. So again, burn ban is completely it is unsafe to do so. If you're thinking about having a cookout anytime soon, thanks to ongoing dry conditions, it would not be recommended until we start to see conditions improve as far as receiving at least a fairly decent amount of rain, which is something we have not had in quite a while. Cooler low temperatures are expected, especially in the northern parts of the area overnight, as temperatures look to drop into the mid to upper 40s by daybreak Tuesday, with the range of low to mid 50s along and south of I-20. Winds will be light northeast or near calm. And tomorrow we're expecting to see temperatures rise. So we had a high temperature of 83 degrees in Shreveport earlier today. A secondary cold front arrives around sunset, but we will warm to around average for the afternoon high, which will range from the lower 80s to the north to the lower 90s in parts of East Texas. Winds remain northeasterly and will gust again late in the day and overnight. And and of course the gusty winds will result in a cold front. And of course your averages and your records for this day. Normal high temperature is now 80 degrees even. So with us being hitting 83 earlier today, we were about 3 degrees above normal. So normal high is 80, normal low is 56. 96 is a record high set on this date back in 2015. 37 degrees is a record low set on this date back in 1977. And of course, your sunrise and sunset for tomorrow is that tomorrow your sunrise will be at 7:19 a.m. and sunset will be at 6:42 p.m. Excuse me. And of course, we're basically not under any watches or warnings, except portions of in the south central parts of the Architects region. I say around Alexandria area is under a fire weather watch. And of course, we're not receiving we're not receiving much of any rain. So basically, the entire on the Shreveport radar is conditions are totally dry. Expect a small brief shower, just well west of Alexandria. And of course, I wouldn't necessarily count on it as rain or anything, but we should like some rain. And of course, if you look on, so basically all is quiet here on the Shreveport radar, basically, and of course most is all quiet on the regional radar, with the exception of what you see on the Texas Gulf Coast. I'm not sure if that's a shower or what coming off of the beaches near Galveston here on this Monday night. And also you're seeing along a few showers along the Indiana-Kentucky border. So, and also a couple of small spotty showers mainly across the Florida Gulf Coast. So basically not much of anything significant. Of course, what you see here, that's the result of that cold front that's going to push through. And of course, we have a high pressure ridge settling over it, which has been keeping us high and dry. That's the ridge of that's you saw that cold front pushing through earlier today. You saw those rather. You noticed that the gusty winds earlier today was a result of the cold front that knocked our daytime highs. Instead of seeing highs in the 90s today, we managed to see highs in the 80s. So we go from 98 yesterday to 83 today. So again, 98 degrees was your official high temperature in Shreveport yesterday, which signs the second all-time hottest temperature ever seen in the month of October. Of course, you'll notice the changes, and we managed to see sunshine, just a couple clouds. Mainly, it's been a mostly sunny day for us, but we just with the exception of a few clouds, we've seen those north winds from the northeast gusting up to around at least 25 miles per hour. So it's been rather. And of course, you notice the winds. That was the result of the cold front. It did bring in some winds. And also did humidity levels were relatively low. So that's the reason. That's the reason for our burn ban is due to unusually warm temperatures, very dry soils, and low humidity and gusty winds. Could have been. So be on the lookout if we were to see any brush or grass fires remain setting up thanks to unusually dry conditions that we currently have set in place. So again, our high temperature was only a few degrees above normal. So as of right now, we should be at 80 degrees even for high temperature. Temperature outside on this Monday night is 63 degrees with clear skies. Winds are calm. Humidity is 56%. Dew point is 46 degrees. And we have barometric pressure at 30.10 inches of mercury. So that means we have dry air in place, such as what's been the case for the past almost couple weeks so far, with relatively low humidity. So that's setting the stage for cooler conditions tonight. Cooler temperatures for the Midwest and Eastern U.S. Rain and light snow in parts of the Upper Midwest and Northeast. Cooler temperatures are forecast for the Midwest and portions of the Eastern U.S. early this week as a cold front progresses through. Same light snow accumulations may be possible in parts of the Upper Midwest, Central Appalachians, and Northeast. Gusty winds will bring elevated fire weather conditions in southern Kansas, southwest Missouri, and Oklahoma Tuesday. Excuse me. So let's see if we have anything new that's happening in the tropics. Since portions of Florida are still continuing to recover from back-to-back destructive hurricanes Helene and Milton. So as of right now, we do not have any storms active in the tropics. It looks like sometime later this week we could be seeing the names Nadine and Oscar begin to develop. So the tropics are getting ready to set up shop along the still unusually warm waters of the Atlantic, warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean, and of course, as of today, very destructive Hurricane Milton has killed at least 27 people, 24 in the United States and 3 in Mexico. Preliminary damage estimates are estimated to be at least $30 billion. $30 billion worth of damage. So there are 27 fatalities, with at least 27 fatalities and at least 6 people missing as a result of very dangerous and powerful Hurricane Milton, which caused such, which became very chaotic and such extensive damage in portions of Florida last week. That would be when it made landfall last Wednesday. So we're still watching to see what this. I will keep you guys updated if anything new happens in the tropics. So, because as far as now for us, certainly we could use some rain. But will there be any rains happening anytime soon? So I'm about to let you all know exactly how much rain. Now of course I do have some much cooler weather on the way. I do have some much cooler weather on the way this week. I do have some much cooler temperatures on the way this week, so it appears they're heading into. Of course, now if you've had those jackets and light sweaters put up over the past few months, it is time to get them out, because it'll be time to break out those jackets and light sweaters, as we're anticipate to see some of the coolest temperatures of the season so far. So dig out those jackets and sweaters, especially. I'll let you guys know exactly when we have some chilly temperatures on the way. So tonight, chilly temperatures on the way this week, as we are anticipating to see some of the coolest air of the season so far. Definitely fall-like. So tonight we're expecting clear skies with the low temperature of 57 degrees with a light east wind, and of course no rain. So of course we're not expecting any rain overnight tonight. So tonight's low temperature 57 degrees. That's just about where we should be this time of year. Now tomorrow, going into your Tuesday, now this is going to be ahead of our next cold front that's going to come through. So we're going to see a brief warm up. This is going to be ahead of the cold front. We're warm to 89 degrees, and I know you folks are not wanting to get back up to around 90. So at least 89 is better than 90, but that's still way above normal for this time of year. Now, and of course, I know that will be way far from the record high temperature from its record high temperature of 98 degrees. I know we're not going to be anywhere near that tomorrow. So 98 degrees, that's a number I'm hoping not to see until sometime late next summer, either July or August. Is when 98 degrees are more of the norm. So we were 2 degrees shy of reaching 100. Now I did say that. Now 100 degrees. So again, Shreveport has never had a high temperature of 100 degrees on any day in October. The hottest would be is 99. So now tomorrow's gonna be a very warm day, but tomorrow is gonna be a very warm day with plenty of sunshine. So we're expecting an abundance of sunshine tomorrow as we go into your Tuesday with the high temperature of 89 degrees with an east-northeast wind at 7 miles per hour, and of course we're not expecting any rain. So another drying. So it looks like the drying warm conditions will continue. But that second cold front was going to usher in much cooler weather on the way. So are you guys ready for cooler temperatures? How about lows in the 40s? So if you guys are ready for 40s, so if you guys are not only, if you got, it looks like that, if you guys are ready for 40s and 50s for your nighttime, for your overnight low temperatures, then this is the forecast. This is the forecast that I have for you. So if you've been long waiting for fall like temperatures to arrive, and of course I do have our first real taste of fall, since we've kind of we've spent the past several months linking to what seems that that summer's never ending with temperatures being well in the 90s. So at least this time of year, the humidity is not intolerable. Then again, it could be worse. But here's what we're expecting overnight. So we're expecting skies to remain clear overnight, with lows ranging anywhere from the mid to upper 50s to low 60s. So we will start out tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with the temperature 57 degrees with clear skies. 9 a.m. tomorrow with sunshine, we should be up to 65 degrees. Noon tomorrow with sunshine, we should be at 80 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with sunshine, we're up to 89 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with mostly sunny skies. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 84 degrees. 9 p.m. tomorrow night with mostly clear skies, we should be down to 71 degrees. So tomorrow's gonna be another unusually warm temperatures return. So we're only a few degrees above normal, but tomorrow we're gonna see temperatures back into the upper 80s, close to 90. But changes are on the way. So get yourselves ready for some big changes. So here's what the next 7 to 10 days are looking like. After a low temperature night of 57 degrees, so after a low temperature night, 57 degrees, that's closer to where we should be this time of year. Tomorrow we're going to be way above normal. After tonight's low temperature, 57 degrees, tomorrow, as we go into your Tuesday, tomorrow it will be very warm with brilliant sunshine. It will be very warm with lots of sunshine tomorrow, with the high of 89, low of 50. Winds will be from the east-northeast at 7 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Now here come the changes Wednesday. So we go from 89 degrees tomorrow to, as you go into your Wednesday, it will be cooler and mild and pleasant and mild with plenty of sunshine. So we go from well above normal temperatures tomorrow to below. We're actually going to go into your Wednesday. We're seeing below normal temperatures for a change, with the high of 72, low of 43. So it would be no surprise that some of us would start off in the 30s. So high of 72 for your high of 72, lower 43. That would be the coolest we've seen here in Shreveport since the beginning of April. Winds will be from the east northeast at 10 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain. And of course, Thursday the pleasant weather continues, so it will be a nice day for us with plenty of sunshine for your Thursday. Entirely fall-like, and with the high of 76, lower 47. Winds will be from the east southeast at 7 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Now the high of 76, lower 47. Now, and of course, as we go into your Friday, now this is exactly what October should be. What October should be like, because we have to get in. We have to blend in at least a few days of pleasantly of cooler than average temperatures to make this month more reasonable. So we will wrap up this week with the continuation of nice weather. It'll be a nice day for us with plenty of sunshine as we go into your Friday. High of 78, low of 50. Winds will be from the southeast at 7 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain as we wrap up this week. So of course it should be another. Of course, it'll be another nice day with plenty of sunshine. And of course, we go into your Saturday. You expect even nicer conditions, but then of course we'll start a warm up going to the upcoming weekend. With plenty of sunshine, high of 84, low of 55. Winds will be from the east at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain not more than 10%. I say that no rain is in the forecast for your Saturday. And of course, Sunday is looking totally dry with an abundance of sunshine. High of 84, low of 54. Winds will be from the east at 7 miles per hour and no rain is expected. And it looks like the warmer and dry weather returns as we start next week. Be very warm with plenty of sunshine. High of 88, low of 65. Winds will be from the south-southeast at 7 miles per hour and no rain is expected by the time we get into the start of next week. So looks like that. And still at this point, no rain for the foreseeable future. I'm looking at it, looks like the earliest chance of rain I see maybe it may happen sometime later next week. We'll see. But eventually we're gonna have to get in some rain sometime. It's gonna eventually sooner or later it's gonna have to rain. Also to make this month more reasonable. So as we go into next Tuesday, which is the 22nd, of course, unfortunately, I know you guys are not ready for this, and let's hope this does not happen. We have highs in the low 90s with plenty of sunshine. And also next Wednesday, which is the 23rd, very warm with sunshine, highs in the low 90s and no rain is expected. And next Thursday, the 24th, we'll start to see partly cloudy skies, highs in the upper 80s and no rain. So unfortunately, now one thing. So here's the good. So the good news. So the good point. So what we are excited for is the much cooler. It's the much cooler and more pleasant temperatures to arrive this week. But what's not so pleasing is the ongoing lack of rainfall. So I wish we could see some cool and wet days to add to the mix for October. So maybe by the time we get close to Halloween, we'll start to feature a week of daily rain chances just to help things out. Because we are in serious need. Seriously, folks, we need the rain. And it doesn't look like that it doesn't look like we're going to see much of any on the way anytime soon, unfortunately. Of course, tomorrow, of course, is going to be the last of our very warm temperatures. We'll see for the remainder of this. It looks like now today we were in the low 80s, but tomorrow we're going to be much warmer with highs reaching the upper 80s, and tomorrow easily it's going to be the warmest day we'll see for all of this week. And of course, beginning on Wednesday, we start to focus on seeing much cooler temperatures and much cooler and more pleasant temps. So after high temperature tomorrow reaching the upper 80s, after high temperature reaching the upper 80s tomorrow, we start to focus on a trend of much cooler and more pleasant temperatures. Totally fall-like beginning on Wednesday, with highs in low 70s on Wednesday. When's the last time we had a high temperature in the low 70s? Been forever, hasn't it? Of course, we're warm to the mid 70s by Thursday, and by Friday we're in the upper 70s, and then we return to the highs in the mid 80s by the weekend. Of course, we'll because enjoy the cooler weather while it lasts, because we're getting right back to very warm temperatures by the upcoming weekend, with highs in the mid 80s for both Saturday and Sunday. And by the time it starts next week, we'll be back to the upper 80s. So we're back to seeing, by this time next week, we're back to seeing very warm temperatures. So, like I say, enjoy fall-like weather. Enjoy fall while you can, because we return to unusually warm. Because unusually warm weather will be back before you know it. So now of course, tomorrow night we should, of course now, and check out your low temperature Wednesday night, Thursday morning. 43 degrees. That the last time we were that low was, like I said, it was back on April 4th. It was back at the beginning of April. The last time we were that low, 43 degrees. So we have 2 nights of lows in the 40s, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Also, again, Thursday night, Friday morning, we have lows in the 40s, and then we're back into the 50s, and then we'll settle into the 50s for lows for the upcoming weekend. And of course, we'll see the pattern. We see more warmer air returning by the time we get to the start of next week. So finally, fall-like weather is returning. So finally, we're finally going to see a cool down with entirely fall-like conditions, this fall-like temperatures this week, before we return to a warmer pattern by the time we get to this period next week. Now, rain chances. So, rain chances, I do unfortunately I do not have any on the way. So we're going to be totally dry, save for that 10% rain chance for Saturday. So no measurable rainfall expected within the next 7 to 10 days. The next 7 to 10 days is looking totally dry. Totally dry. So that means that's gonna means that we'll see more burn bands popping up over parts of the Arctic region. So that means that by the end of this week, our portion of the state will have at least 3 or 4 burn. So do not be surprised if a few more burn bands are going to be added thanks to ongoing dry conditions and lack of rainfall, which is. I did tell you folks in my video that I did late last week about the wildfires, about the brush fires and grass fires. So you want to be cautious of that, and remember that outdoor burning is strictly prohibited. Outdoor burning is strictly prohibited until we start to see significant rainfall returning to the area, hopefully soon. But within the next 7 to 10 days, I do not have any rain on the way. So maybe we'll start to see some changes come late and in a few days. Maybe we'll see. As of right now, we're cooling off as we get toward the middle of the week, and then we'll see a temperature slope gradually warming right back up by the time we get to the weekend into early next week. Of course, I want to recap with your NFL. Now, so of course, we want to take a recap of your NFL. And of course, we've seen some incredible games. And of course, I'll explain more. But unfortunately, the news was not all that good for neither the Saints nor the Cowboys. But I did mention to you guys in my video Saturday night that LSU came back to defeat Ole Miss. And LSU came back to defeat Ole Miss by scoring, touching that after LSU taking the only lead in the game by scoring that touchdown, and the game was already in overtime. As LSU defeated Ole Miss Saturday night, final score of 29-26 in overtime. Let's take a recap of your NFL Week 6 scores from yesterday. So Chicago Bears 35. So Chicago Bears 35, Jacksonville Jaguars 16. Green Bay Packers 34, Bears 35, Jaguars 16. Packers 34, Cardinals 13. Indianapolis Colts 20, Tennessee Titans 17. Houston Texans 41. Excuse me. I'll start over. Bears 35, Jaguars 16. Packers 34, Cardinals 13. Colts 20, Titans 17. Texans 41, Patriots 21. Of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the New Orleans Saints with the final score of 51-27. So that's what I wanted to explain. And unfortunately, the Saints now dropped to 2-4. With the Atlanta Falcons so far the leaders in the NFC East, NFC South division. So with the Saints, so the Saints have now lost 4 in a row after losing to Tampa Bay. Final score 51-27. Eagles 20, Browns 16. Ravens 30, Commanders 23. Chargers 23, Broncos 16. Steelers 32, Raiders 13. Also another upsetting game. So the Detroit Lions took a huge victory over the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. So the Lions defeated the Cowboys with the final score of 47-9. And of course the Dallas Cowboys now dropped to 3-3. And of course they're third in the NFC East division, with the Washington Commanders leading in their division. So the Cowboys now dropped to 3-3 after that devastating loss over to the Detroit Lions. So the Lions took a huge victory over the Cowboys. Again, the Detroit Lions took the huge victory over the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. Final score 47-9. Falcons 38, Falcons 38, Panthers 20. And last night's Sunday Night Football matchup, the Cincinnati Bengals defeated the New York Giants 17-7. And earlier tonight, the Monday Night Football matchup, which was aired on both ABC and ESPN, the Buffalo Bills defeated the New York Jets. The final score 23-20. So with the Jets, the Bills winning over the Jets, that concludes your NFL Week 6 games. And later this week, the New Orleans Saints will also have another game at home as they host the Denver Broncos, and the Dallas Cowboys are entering their bye week. So that basically just about completes tonight's. That would basically just about complete tonight's Facebook Live video here for this Monday night. And once again, and tomorrow night, I will have the very latest of our very cool temperatures we have on the way come this week with low temperatures in the 40s. So different. So if you haven't already, get those jackets and sweaters out, especially as you go into Wednesday and Thursday. So we see some of the coolest temperatures of the season. So because we do have 40s on the way. How about 43 degrees Thursday morning? Could be the coldest of the season so far. So chilly temperatures are arriving this week with daytime highs warming up pleasantly in the 70s. I have a little preview in it, and also we're staying dry for the moment, and of course we're staying dry for the moment with basically not much of any rain on the way. And of course I will be monitoring the tropics to see what we have Nadine on the way. So I'll keep you guys up to date with everything as far as you're ready. So tomorrow, we have one more very warm day, and then the cold front is going to give us some much cooler weather as you go into your Wednesday with lows. Get ready for 40s, especially Thursday and Friday morning, and then we'll start to see a gradual warm up by the weekend and into early next week. Well, that would just about conclude tonight's video for you guys. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.